Hey guys, Travis with TechRaptor here back at Gen Con 2016. I'm with Leonidas from Mythic Games. We've drafted up a couple armies, and we're about to play a few turns of Mythic Battles Pantheon so you can see how the game plays out. Take it away.
Okay, so this is my turn. When you start on your turn, you first draw one card. So this is what I'm going to do. You have two types of cards. You have the activation cards. So when you play an activation card, then you activate the unit that is on that card. And then you have out of war cards, which are those cards. Those are all the special effects you can have. All right? So it's my turn. I'm going to play Hydra. All right? So what I'll do is move him. When you play one card, you get to do two actions out of three different kinds of action that you can do. They have to be separate ones. There's the movement, so I can move. There's attack, then I can attack, and there's pick up and unfollows. The unfollows are those special gems that you see here. They are one of the two victory conditions that you have. The first of us who absorb 4 unfollows immediately wins the game. The other way of winning the game is by killing the enemy god. So if I kill Ares, I instantly win. If you kill Athena, you instantly win. Or if you absorb 4 unfollows, okay? So I just played Hydra, and I'm going to do 2 out of the 3 actions I mentioned. So I will move him. So I will move. So what is my movement? Okay, so here's one dial. Each unit has a dial. So that shows their statistics. So the first one here is, 7 here, is the attack rating. So that means how many dice I roll when I attack. The second one here is defense, which is the target number you need to reach to inflict wounds. So if somebody attacks Hydra, they need to roll 7 or higher with each of their dice to inflict 1 damage. Each time I get a damage, I roll. Let's say somebody did 3 wounds on Hydra. Then I rotate 3. If I get 3 wounds, I rotate 3 times my dial. For instance, here, 1, 2, and 3. Next one is range. Hydra has a range of 1, which means he can attack the same zone he's in or an adjacent zone. Then those are the powers that he has. So he has 2 powers. The first one is onslaught. That means 5. He will inflict 5 damage to every single unit in his zone or an adjacent zone. And then the other one is regenerate. Every time you activate Hydra at the end of the turn, he will regenerate 1. Then you have movement, so he has a movement of 1, and then you have hit points. Once he reaches, this is how many hits he can make before he's dead. All right, so I go back here. Okay, we're at the beginning. So I move Hydra 1 zone here. So I move him here, and then my second action, the second action I can do is attack. I'm going to attack. So I have 7. My attack rating is 7, which means I can roll 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. Each dice, it's a 6-sided dice. You have 1 blank side, and then it's from 1 to 5. I'm going to attack the Hellhounds. So I need to see what their defense rating is. So what is their defense rating?
The Hellhounds have a defense rating of 4.
That's it. So each dice that gets 4 or more will kill one of them. All right? So let me... Can you see? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. This is a pretty good roll. So this one is 5. So that's 1 kill, 2 kills, 3, 4, 5. And then there's one specific thing you can do in Mythic Battles Pantheon. You can put aside any one die to add 1 to the result of any other dice. So if I take this one out, this 3 becomes a 4. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they're all dead. So
Yeah, so for these individual units, each one counts as a hit point, correct?
Yes.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
it was super effective.
Yes, well, Hydra is a big monster. It's worth 4 points, while the Hellhounds are only, the whole troop is only worth 1 point. The good thing with the troops is that you can call them back.
Oh,
if
okay.
you spend 1 Art of War card, you can recall them, and they will be respawned on the same zone as your god. But it costs you 1 Art of War card, and they only come back at the end of your activation. Okay. So my activation is over. So now it's your turn, Travis. So you first start by
draw a card.
1 card. And then you choose to activate one of your units.
And I want to pay you back for killing my unit, so I'm going to activate my Minotaur.
Okay.
And I don't know how smart this is, but he is going to move in and try to damage your Hydra.
Okay, excellent. So now you can look at his attack rating. How much does
So
he
my
have?
attack rating is 7, so I get 7 dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you have one passive power that you can use here. It won't cost you anything.
Okay, and I have Bloodlust.
Bloodlust, yes.
Whenever the Minotaur attacks, I may reroll 1 die for every group of 5 dice rolled.
Okay.
So I will have 1 reroll here.
Exactly. You will have rerolls for each of your 5s.
Oh, okay.
So you need to get a 7 because my defense rating is 7.
Okay.
So you roll your 7 dice, right?
Yep.
Okay, you have 1 natural 5.
All right.
So you get to re-roll 1 die if you want. So you could re-roll.
So I would
one.
like to re-roll the 1.
Okay. That's a 3 now. All right. So you need to get 7.
Okay.
So this 5 can be re-rolled, okay? Right? But then if you want to if you take one dice out, you can add 1. So you could take those 2 and that would make 7, so that would score 1 point. Or you can try to get some other 5s that you can re-roll. Let's see, you have these 3 here. If you take those 2 out,
I can make this a 5.
So you make this a 5, okay? And then those 3 here, you can use them to add to your final result. You mustn't roll any blank side, okay? So either you re-roll and you hope you will not get blanks, or you buy 1 automatic hit, 5 plus 1 plus 1, that's 7, and you re-roll this one and you hope you're not getting a blank one. What do you want to do?
I think I'll just go for the automatic hit. So I
1 automatic hit, and then you re-roll this one, and you hope you don't. Okay, 5 plus 1 is 6, and then you have still 1 here left. You can put it aside, and that
so
becomes
then that
a
makes
7.
2 hits. Okay.
2 hits. So that was a pretty good one.
So you spin your dial down by 2.
Yes, and I only have 8 hit points left. Okay, so you can either finish your turn, or if you want to activate a second unit, then you need to pay 1 Art of War card.
Okay.
That's up to you. What do you want to do?
At this point, I think I'll pass the turn back to you.
Okay, so it's my turn. Draw 1 card. I'm going to play Cerberus. I want to attack your god because this is the point of the game. So I like to attack you on your zone, but if I enter an enemy zone, I have to stop. So even if I move 2, I think I can't reach you. Oh, maybe if I go there. Yes, you see. Okay, so I move 2, all right? He has a move of 2. So I will go 1 here, 1 move, and 1 here. So I'm going to attack Ares. Okay, so what is your defense?
My defense with Ares is 9.
9. So that's much harder to to inflict wounds on Ares than it was on the Hellhounds. So I will roll 8 dice and try to get 9s. Okay. All right. Those are blank, so that means they're gone. But you also have one, how do you call it? One skill, which is a mighty throw, which means you can throw a miniature to one adjacent zone. Okay, you need one for a human-sized mini, or for big minis you need two blanks. So I got 2, so that means at the end of my attack I can move you to an adjacent zone if I want to. Then I have 2 5s. Okay, I have this 4. I will take this one out, so this 4 becomes a 5, and I will keep those as bonuses for my rerolls. Okay, does it make sense? Okay, 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 plus 4 is 9, so that's 2 hits. And 5 plus 2 is 7. And then I add 1 with this, 8 and 9. So I hit you for 3 wounds. So you have to...
So I roll my down. 1, 2, 3, and I have 7.
And I will throw you in an adjacent zone so that you're closer to my Hydra. So I will put you here. Now it's your turn. You draw 1 card.
All right.
Now, if you do not have the activation card you want to play, you can use an Art of War card, and this is one of the effects of the Art of War card, to go search for the one card you want in your deck. This is possible.
Okay. Well, I think I would like to activate Ares.
Okay.
And I have an Ares card. And since you put me so close to your Hydra, and I have a range of 1,
Yes.
I believe I can... Well,
Attack
I
me.
could even move in there
And
and
attack.
attack. So I think I will take a move, and then I will attack. Now, because you hurt me, my attack is only 8.
Okay.
And
And because I was hurt, my defense is 7.
okay.
So,
So I need 8 dice. Is that 5? 8. And I'm hoping for 5s so that they explode and I can roll them again.
and
Now, if I roll a 5 and then re-roll it and get another 5, it does not continue to explode. It stops.
yes,
right?
it can explode, but it only allows you to reach higher numbers. It doesn't allow.
Okay.
Okay.
And I did not get any 5s. And
Yes,
so
you got 2 blanks, which means you could throw me because you also have the mighty throw skill.
I do.
Okay, but you don't have to. You have a 4. You have another 4, and then if you take those out, they become 5s.
they become 5s.
Right?
And then they do explode.
They do explode, so you can re-roll them,
Yep. So I'll re-roll these
and
2.
you have those 2 that can be bonuses.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Unfortunately, this is a mess. So you have some powers. If you look at the powers, where is it here?
I have Ares Wrath and Frenzy.
Okay, so one of them will cost you 1. I think it's Ares Wrath. Will cost you 1.
I have 1 Art of War card here.
Yes, and it allows you to hit again in the zone with 5 dice. Or you could not use that. Take it back. You could use your frenzy. Yes, frenzy is free. That means you can activate again Ares. Normally, you can only activate 1 unit once, but Ares has how is it called? Frenzy in English,
Frenzy.
which means you can activate him twice. If you do not have his card, you can use an activation card to go get it in your deck.
Okay. Well, I do happen to have another Ares card,
Okay,
and so I
So
will
you can-
Frenzy.
and you can hit again
Well, let's see if I can hit.
and
Come
try
on,
to do
dice.
something better. Because
Yes.
The first one was not.
So 8 dice again. And this is decent. So
Yes.
there's a 5 that I can reroll. I can remove a 1 to turn this into a 5 to reroll. And then I could even take these 2 and turn this 3 into a 5.
And then you have plus
then
2 bonuses.
now
It's a
let's-
much better roll. Oh,
So a 10, a 9, a 6.
but you still have those
Oh yeah,
left.
and your defense is 7,
So
so
you take this one out.
so
And
3
this time
hits.
it's 3 hits, which is a lot. 1, 2, 3. I'm down to 5. I had 10 hit points to start with. And now, if you still have one Art of War card, you could use your Ares Wrath power, which means you will attack every unit in your zone, which means you would attack your own Minotaur
Okay.
if you want to do that. Or if you don't want to do that, you want to save.
Well, at this point, I don't think I'm desperate enough to do that, so I think I would pass the turn back to you.
Okay. All right. Well, this was a nice hit. I mean, I'm down to 5. All right. I'm going to play Hydra. I think I will move away from you guys. You have, if you look at, you have the block ability, which means once an enemy is in your zone, he cannot move away unless this enemy has the block ability too. And I do have the block ability. So I can move away from you. This is what I'll do. I'll move here in the forest. And then I will use my power, which is called Onslaught, which costs 1 Art of War card. With Onslaught, I can attack all the enemy units that are in my range. So on my zone or an adjacent zone, which means I can attack those guys, I can attack him, and I can attack him. It's not as powerful as a normal attack, but it's multiple attack. I look at how much I can do, and it's written here. I only have 4 now because I've been wounded. So I will do 3 attacks to those 3 units. Let's start with the Hell Warriors. What is their defense rating?
The Hell Warriors have a defense rating of 5.
5. Okay. So I roll 4 dice, and I need to roll 5s. Ah, this is really bad. Okay, so I missed, but you know, with the blank side, I can do the mighty throw, and which means I can throw you to an adjacent zone. I will put you in my zone, because then you're blocked. You cannot move away. You cannot attack Athena, for instance. So I will do this. So I haven't been able to wound, but I could throw you. I'm not going to attack my own guy. I will attack the Minotaur. What's his defense?
The Minotaur's defense is now 7. That's a
Oh.
better roll.
Yeah, much better. Okay, so I will save this one, and I will re-roll the 3 5s.
2 10s.
Okay, 2 10s, that's enough. So you take 2 hits. Okay. And finally, I'll attack Ares. What's his defense now?
Ares is at 8.
Oh, that's bad. Okay, so it doesn't work. So that was not as good as I thought it could be, but I'm done. It's your turn.
And so we would continue on this way until one of the game end conditions was met.
Exactly. And the
So-
2 game conditions is either you kill the opposing god, then you instantly win, or you absorb 4 Amphalos, which are the gems of divine energy that give you extra power for your gods. Once one god absorbs 4 Amphalos, the game ends instantly. So you've seen it's pretty simple.
Does the absorbing of the Amphalos, does that give that person the victory, or do you then calculate victory points?
Each Omphalo gives you 1 victory point. Once you get 4 of them, you win the game. And each time you absorb an Omphalos, you will get 1 special card called the Omphalos card.
Okay.
And they act as Art of War cards, but they can also act differently, which means if you take them out of the game during your turn, your god will heal 1 point. So this is interesting. And you cannot do that with Art of War cards. So this is a more powerful card.
All right, guys, we're going to finish this game off camera. Make sure you keep an eye out for it on Kickstarter Q4 2016.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks a lot.